Hey friends, this is Carrie and welcome back to I Like Reddit channel. Today we have a variety of stories out of some different subreddits. Let's begin. Our first post is by a Potato Clan member. Aren't you buying this for my son? One short story while hunting for Hot Wheels cars at Toys R Us. We have EMs in the Philippines. This happened more than a year back. I was checking out a new delivery of Hot Wheels cars. I was then joined by a kid who also started grabbing cars and knocking them off the pegs. I picked up the fallen cars and put them back. I make my choice. A blue Civic Type R when the EM catches up to her son. EM to little kid. Did you find anything yet? Little kid. This one. Fantasy car. EM. You sure? Little kid. Can I pick one more? EM sees me with a car in my hand. EM to me. What are some nice cars here? Me. I don't really know what he likes, but they're all pretty cool. Little kid grabs another car. Mock speeder. EM. Is this a nice car? Me. Yeah, it's cool. EM to little kid. You like this? Little kid. Yeah. I start to walk away when I heard her call. EM. Hey. Me. Yes. EM. Are you gonna buy this? Me. What? EM. You said they were nice. Aren't you gonna buy this for him? Me. And why would I do that? EM. Well, you clearly have money and no children, so you can buy this for him. I just walked away and paid for my car. I don't know if the little kid got those two cars. I just hate it when people use the "you don't have kids" argument. So sick of it. I'm a little confused as to where the EM got the idea that the OP was going to pay for anything. I mean, they barely said anything to each other. Ugh. Anyway, on to the next story. This story is posted by Backroads of Utah. I'm not driving your kids to school. I'm an elementary school teacher. Last year, a boy moved mid-year into my class. His mom had hit hard times and moved back in with her folks. Myself and the boy hit it off. Since he and his little brother have autism and we got along so well, the mom requested me the following year for the little brother. Cool, I like these kids. Always nice to be requested. This school year rolls around, and the school secretary informs me the little brother might not be long for my class as the mother mentioned they were moving. Well, he remains, and we figure they either didn't move or moved but stayed within the school boundaries. But then I hear things, notice things, essentially enough to make me suspect they not only moved, but they moved clear out of the district. I mentioned it to the secretary, who had also noticed things that suggested as such, including delays in bringing in documents for registration. We don't have any update info at all, which we are supposed to have and are begging for, but the mom is a bit of a slacker on such things. Technically, students are supposed to attend the school within their boundaries and certainly their district, but it's also something people turn a blind eye to, so I figure I'm not going to make a fuss. But mom is starting to. She hasn't fessed up to moving, but she's making excuses for the paperwork while getting upset over IEP she wants to request for little brother. I may be able to turn a blind eye, but special education funds won't. This week, I get the info and the entitled parent moment. She calls me, needs a huge favor. Her car broke down and she can get to work, but the boys to school. See, I live 20 minutes south of the school, a nice commute on the freeway. This summer she moved, and finally, the confession, to a city 10 minutes south of me. The boys liked where they were, so she didn't want to transfer. She knew where I lived. Would I be willing to drive down to her city, pick up her boys, and drive them to school? Lady, I like your kids, and I'm willing to not make a fuss about your unofficial district exception, but I'm not doubling my morning commute and filling out paperwork to make it legal for me to drive your kids when it's your responsibility to get them to school. I said it more diplomatically. She said it was because I hate autistic people and am a useless teacher. She was hoping to sucker somebody else into taking her kids to school so she could do whatever the hell it is she wants to do. No, I think OP made the right decision. This is definitely the entitled parents' responsibility and nobody else's. Anyway, on to the next story. Our next post is by Queen Mango Polar Bear. I don't work in the library. I'm a postgraduate student and I also work part-time at my university, but not in the library. Obviously, I use the library. I was browsing after work and I had a lanyard on, but I was dressed in smart casual. Student. Hey, I need to find a law book. Me. If you ask the help desk downstairs, one of the library staff will be able to help you. Student. You work here right now. Why can't you help me? Me. I don't work in the library, so I can't help you. I'm actually a student too. too. Student, but I like pay for you, right? It doesn't matter where you work. You should just help me. Me, well, I imagine you have a student loan to pay for your tuition that you will never pay back. But never mind. Student, there's no need to be such a witch about it. I just wanted some help. God, what's your name? I'm going to complain. At this point, I sighed and walked off. I just cannot be dealing with this hassle. She called after me, but I kept walking. She caught up with me as I was using the self-checkout machine, and she grabbed an actual library advisor and said how rude I was and how I ignored her and refused to assist. He looked over at me and rolled his eyes. She doesn't work here. Now what can I help you with? On to the next story. Our next story is posted by Format. I'm wearing one of those university t-shirts, so I must work there. Some background. So I did some browsing around my university's bookstore while I was waiting for my bus, since it was raining and the nearby bus stop didn't have any cover. Cast. Me, Kay, Karen. Me, looking at the sports apparel. Kay. Excuse me, sir. I've been trying to get your attention for the last 5 minutes, but you keep ignoring me. Me, ignoring her because I assume she isn't talking to me. Kay. Excuse me, sir. Waves her hands in front of my face. Me. Oh, me? Kay. Yes, you. Noticeably irritated. I've been trying to ask you for the last 5 minutes if you have any of these shirts in a women's large. Me. Oh, I don't know. Ask a cashier or manager. They probably know. Kay. Why can't you just tell me since you should know? Me. What? I mean, I don't work here. Kay. What? Of course you work here. Why would you be wearing the insert university name shirt while being here? Me. Because I go to school here. Kay. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm getting the manager right now. And then I left to catch my bus. I realized I should have waited for the next bus so that she could come back to me with the manager. As of right now, it is my life's biggest regret. I wasn't thinking about it in the moment. Edit. Forgot to finish the sentence. On to our final story. Our final post is by Bison Johnston. Karen somehow got on the wrong flight. Hello, Reddit. This happened to me just a while ago, and I wanted to share it with you all. So, my family and I had taken a 5-day trip from New York City to cover the 4th of July weekend. Everything went perfectly fine until we boarded our plane to return to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. As we were walking down the aisle, we noticed that there was a Karen in one of our seats. The interaction went something like this. Me. Excuse me, ma'am, but I think you're in my seat. Karen. No, I'm not. I specifically paid for this seat. Me. My ticket says that this is my assigned seat. Karen, pulling out her ticket. C, 27B. I looked at my ticket and saw that my ticket also said 27B. Karen flagged down a flight attendant. Karen. This guy says that he's supposed to sit in my seat, but I've already settled in and I'm not moving. The flight attendant. Can I please see both of your tickets? Karen and I handed the flight attendant our tickets. Karen looked at me with a I know, I'm right smirk. The flight attendant then points out to her that she somehow got on the wrong flight. Karen. No, I didn't. This is the flight going to Ontario, isn't it? Flight attendant. No, this is the flight going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Karen's face goes pale. She then picks up all of her things and hauls her butt off the plane. How the heck she was able to get on the plane is beyond me. Also, I'm pretty sure that the flight to Ontario left about half an hour before we boarded. The best part of the whole story comes when the flight attendant makes her pre-flight announcement saying, "Welcome aboard flight number, non-stop service to Minneapolis, St. Paul, not Ontario. If you're flying to Ontario, get off the plane now." My family and I burst out laughing. The thing I want to know is how the heck did she actually get on the plane? Because every flight that I've ever been on, they scan your ticket, whether it's on your phone or a physical copy of it. I guess the only way she could have actually got on is by walking past the flight attendant who was scanning tickets. But I don't know, those flight attendants seem to be pretty observant and they'd notice something like that. That's all the stories I have for today. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I've uploaded new content. Head over to Reddit and drop a upvote for the OPs. Links to the original Reddit posts are in the description box below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.